Okay, so these are several ways you can go get yourself a car right now if you want it, but you would have to like roll up your sleeves a little bit because they'll try to get it from you. They'll try to take it for themselves or claim it with some kind of. So you can make a note and get a payoff note for a particular thing, whatever you like, whatever you see anywhere, Ferrari, whatever. And then you're gonna turn around and you're gonna take this note and say, "I promise to pay on it," and have the cost and everything on it. And then you're gonna make a deposit to the United States Treasury and charge to your trust name, which is all capital name, and the social number without dashes is the bank account for credit to whoever this entity is here. So that would be, Ferrari, whoever. And then you would have them deposit that note and credit to them and whatever loose credit numbers that can be turned into whatever or in the form of a check or whatever. So whenever you create this, they're gonna go cash it. They're gonna go get that whatever that Bentley was worth or whatever. So if you don't want to roll your sleeves up and do that, there's other ways. There's another way you can go and create a creditor status. And what you do there is you go and file a name with as a DBA for the all capital name. Then you turn around and you say you got a business now. So then you go and get you an EIN number with the IRS and act as a creditor. And then you're going to get you a foreign EIN if you can. That's what you request, a foreign EIN, and that's a W-2, if I remember, EIN number. So you get that, and then you turn around, and then you say, I want to, and make sure you get all your shit right first before you go and try to act like how I do. Because then they'll say, oh, wait, we already know what you're going to do. We don't want you to have a free car. You know what I'm saying? So let me just go ahead and explain. All right, so whenever you get this EIN and you're acting as a creditor to the all capital thing that you just took the DBA out on, then you're going to go and request the IRS to, the IR hex, I call them, trustees, to issue electronic 1099s. That's what you're going to do next, 1099As. That is to acquire property. And that stuff is considered cash. If you have a 1099A, 1099C, 1099 OID, any of those, and you issue any of those out, you need a cover page, which is 1096, if you're going to issue the IRS to say, hey, I just did a 1099 electronically. So they'll probably automatically have a form that goes with the electronic 1099As. Automatically, they'll tell you you need to fill out a 1096 first. So you'll do the 1099A to acquire abandoned property because none of these companies own any of this stuff. Who do you think owns these cars? They get the MSO from the manufacturers. It's just weird. It's just a bunch of notes. All right, so you make a note, and it's just as simple as this. There's no money anywhere. All right, so, all right, in short, you're doing the electronic 1099A. Then you're going to issue electronic 1099A of the full amount to whoever that is, and then you're going to turn around and give it to the IRS. When it's electronic, the IRS makes it immediately a credit to that Ferrari company, and you show up and you say, hey, where's my keys at? Then they throw you the keys to a Ferrari, and they look it up, they look the name up because you know they're going to be shocked to see some whoever walk in there. And then you say, hey, those are my keys over there, right? Hey, I'm the guy with the Ferrari. You can look it up. And they look it up, and it's going to say Ferrari paid in full. So there you have it. There's two. But I recommend doing this if you don't want to do all that work. Now, say you want to go get you a Mercedes or something. You go to the dealer. Say, I want to get this Mercedes. How much I got to put down on it? $3,000, they might say. If you got that, drop the $3,000, take the Mercedes. Then they're going to get you to fill out a security that says you got to be a slave. Then you're going to say, sure, whatever. I don't know what's going on here because you're not supposed to know because they're not being honest with you. That means it's a void contract. So you get that. You got 30 days until it turns maximum law so they can use it against you somehow. So you take it within the first week. You turn around, hey, there's been a fraud on I paid for all of this. And then they're going to get scared. You're going to say notice a lien, all of that stuff. Then they're going to say keep the car. Then you've got a free Mercedes for 3 racks coming right off the dealership lot. There you have it. Those are several ways to get free cars. Follow my channel for all kinds of cool, mind-blowing information. Like, share, subscribe. We are in here What you're going to notice is that they're opening up concerts again. ZZ Top and all these bands are performing, and no social distancing is happening. The masks are starting to come off. They're not going to the next phase, folks. So what that tells me is that everything's going to go back to normal. If you watch Childish Gambino, This Is America, after the mask pandemic, they're supposed to go straight into some kind of martial law breakdown and all. It's supposed to just get worse, and now it's going back to normal. So what that tells us is that if it does, because there's nothing they can do about the useless eater, because they can't go abandoned, because they're afraid of people like us taking it back, then what they're going to probably do is just hang on to their power while they can without apologizing to hold their dignity. And that's I can see happening. They're just going to just stand there and let it dwindle away. And we've already won this battle. So I found it, also helpful to turn around and use their strategies that has been enslaving you all this time to create an expose this week. So that way, when it does go back to normal, you can just go get your nice houses and all your cars. And hey, now you can't be a slave anymore. And that's the new normal. How about that? Follow me for truth, man. The real truth. Not the fake stuff, not the program allowed stuff, not all this predictive programming, the real truth. That's stranger than fiction. Stay away.